Welcome to the Wormhole, where keeping it real is expected. There are a couple million podcasts you could be tuned into, but you chose to take this journey with us, and for that, we thank you. Without further ado, the Wormhole with Tim and Troy.
I got Mother Goose.
Hey, Goose. Oh, look at her.
Yeah. You gonna tell Tim, hey?
Hi, Tim.
Oh.
Hey, Goose.
How you doing?
All right, Goose. Look at you. All
I
right.
can't with
Yes, it is.
Bye, Tim.
Bye. Hey, Goose, dog. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Boy, y'all done helped me get away with so much murder. It's ridiculous.
We got away with murder.
Yeah.
Oh, we know what the body is. You know what the body is, so you accessory, so you can't tell it.
I ain't gonna tell shit hell, but shit hell yeah. I tell you shit. I would try Mother Goose. It's all good.
They won't give you life, but they'll give you about 15. Shit, because I'm gonna tell you something. 15 in the pen is life to me. You might as well have gave me life at 5.
Man, fuck all that, nigga. Fucking with you and Goose, nigga, it's parole. Huh? Nigga, I'm talking about shit. I'll take the anklet. I'll take the anklet. Yeah. Goddamn Goose.
Yeah,
Boy, I tell you, it did something to me. Well, we recording. Never mind. Go ahead.
What you got?
Yeah, nigga did something to me when you said cats. It was like, I like it. I said, oh Lord, here we go.
Yeah, we're gonna blur that out.
Yeah, we gotta take that one out.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, she like it, man. She love it. She like it. Think it's funny. Thinks it's hilarious. You know, good show, good quality show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Moving on.
Moving on.
Shit, moving on. That's like a bad goddamn business meeting. I don't want to hear that shit.
I don't hear about it no more.
I don't hear that shit. Hell, we got the numbers. We good.
Mm-hmm. Take me to give me a slush. I want a slush puppy too. I want them old. Take me to give me a grape slush puppy.
God damn. Yeah.
You got to find a good old hood store to find a slush puppy because everybody ain't got slush puppy no more. You can't just find that shit. And I'm tell you something. If you find slush puppy, I guarantee you're going to also find jungle juice. If you got one, you're going to find the other.
But you know what though? If you find them, that's the store you got to get in and get out.
You got to get in and get out because it's just got balls in the
hang around. You can't hang around. You can't hang around. You can't hang around. You cannot hang around because this shit gonna go south.
Yeah.
It gonna go south quick. Man, I be talking motherfuckers about that shit, man. And motherfuckers really don't believe what I be telling them. You know, like shit, it's some good niggas out there. I'm talking about you. Like nigga can go anywhere and be all right. I said, man, most motherfuckers can't do that shit, man. Most motherfuckers can't do that shit.
But like I tell everybody, man, these young niggas don't know me no more. Don't nobody know me. You know, and if I'm around enough, I can do enough name dropping, or not even name dropping, because I'm not really good with names. But I can describe a nigga, you know, his
and they know you're talking about.
And the niggas I fucked with, the niggas I be fucking with in them neighborhoods be niggas that they didn't have to be in the neighborhood for all their life to be fucking with. Like, how you know him? If you say you know him and I call this nigga and they be like, man, that's Troy, man, tell the nigga to come to my house. They be like, you going to nigga house? I'm like, yeah, man, I know these people, man. They know me.
Because I'm going to tell you something, man. The shit I talked about when it comes to you, it's on about 6 degrees of separation. Like, they might not know your name, but if they see you, they be like, oh, I know that nigga. He good nigga. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Because I'm going to tell you something, the best story I got, nigga, how you went and got that shit for us that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy shit. And then I told my nigga to hang out over there, and he was like, man, I'm trying to know this nigga. I said, well, you probably don't know him unless you see him. I would describe me. He like, I don't know. He said, but if he went over there and did that, he good. He like, nigga, that ain't no easy place to go get shit from. I'm like, yeah, this nigga solid cat, man. Solid cat.
And the crazy part is when I first moved over there in that hood, probably about 2000, maybe 2000, I don't know, shit, 1-ish or some shit, maybe before that, I don't know. I got my shit took a couple times. Your nigga like, let me get $10, I'll be right back with you. I'll be right back with your shit. Gave a nigga my money, then come back. Went down to the store again, because I'm a trusted nigga. It wasn't but $10, $20. So I got $20 worth of what. So nigga went down there, then come back in my shit. So the apartment complex I stayed in, it was a nigga. I was like, listen, man. I say, I'm from such and such. I said, how y'all do shit around here? I said, this nigga at the store and then took my fucking money 2 times. He said, what, you gave it to him and you stayed in your car? I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, don't do that shit. Like, that's not how we get down over here. But I learned my lessons, and I'm not afraid to ask questions. Like, if I'm lost, I'm gonna pull over and ask somebody, like, how do you get to such and such place? I'm not too proud to fucking beg. I'll talk to a motherfucker straight up. Tell me how not to get took in this neighborhood, please, sir.
Man, boy, you got dust, dog, because I never do it. Like, nigga, I just take a loss and go on. And you know what's fucked up, though, Troy? Because me and you talk about this shit all the time. But how motherfuckers can't even talk to their own people.
We're not connected because we're afraid of each other. Like you said,
yeah.
All black people gonna just take the L and be like, man, fuck that stupid nigga. Like a woman, like, fuck that bitch. And we gone. We don't want to connect with each other. So there's no connection, and the connections are getting smaller and smaller, and they're just the connections are only in your household now. Like, only your family. Even families aren't connected. Like, if you ain't inside this household, like people tell their kids, you don't talk to nobody, not your grandmama, not nobody. People get crazy like that, bro.
Yeah, no, I don't understand that shit, man. I mean, hanging around you is different from hanging around other friends of mine, of ours. That, they be like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. 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 But hanging around with you, you be like, well, shit, man, ain't no problem with just asking. And I'm of the mindset of the same. Like, shit, just ask. I'm just asking, man, a question. But, I understand why they think like that. I understand.
Yeah. People are hanging around, and the way life is these days, everybody's so focused on money. So when you get around talking about shit like the type of shit that we be talking about, niggas like, man, this shit don't make no money. And that's all people care about. So if you ain't talking about shit that's like whatever people say these days, don't nobody want to hear that shit. But I think the strength will come from connections. Like, you shouldn't have to be in one neighborhood and it's another neighborhood like 40 yards down the street and y'all can't ever cross paths. A whole neighborhood of people can't cross paths with each other.
Nigga, I agree with you on that. Because I'm going to tell you something. It's all about fucking connections. Everybody don't look past the bullshit and be like, hey, man, it's the bartering system, Troy.
Boy, go ahead. That's it.
It's the bartering system. Even though we might roll a different kind of color, we roll a different kind of block. Like, nigga, I don't come over here, but it's something you need over here. Yep. I need, you know what I'm saying? We can barter. We can do that. We can do business within each other. But then again, you got to think about it, though. A whole lot of that shit come from old shit that they can't let go.
That's it.
Like, man, let that old shit go. Like, look, I understand what my OG did back then and what your OG did back then. We can make it right now. We make it right now and we can be cool. But motherfuckers just be living and dying by that shit, which is so fucking stupid.
Because it's
like, there is
easy.
no reason. It's easy. It is. It's so easy. It's easy to keep beef. It's easy to keep beef. It ain't got to be about no gang shit. It can be just, nigga, corporate America, how we live. We ain't no gangsters or no shit like that.
Corporate America is difficult. You have to be on time. You have to be places. You have to abide by rules and regulations. The streets killing each other, killing another nigga when you wake up in the morning to impress a bitch that like that shit who nails so long. She ain't sanitary and you impressing her and you just so regular. You funky booty pants under your ass face ass nigga. Both of y'all trying to impress each other and both of y'all ain't don't mean each other no good.
No good. Like, man, I try to bring people together as much as I can. I started doing this shit years ago and it's something that we've all done. Like introducing my people to your people, right?
I love doing that. It don't never work.
Right. Well, Troy, I mean, you got to think about it, man. And our situation has been successful.
Can't compare us. It's just I don't know what our dynamic is. I haven't figured it all out yet, but you can't compare us. It's different.
But the thing about it is, what we talked about a minute ago in the show, everybody who bring everybody to the table has to be respected.
Yeah.
You respect it. I'm respect. Everybody respect it. So when I bring my Arkansas cats around, ain't no funny shit. Even just, even living here in Louisiana, I have friends and you have friends. Even Rod had cats he fuck with, right? We talking, you know what I'm saying? We talking about the fellas. But everybody was, once they got around each other, we were like-minded people and it was cool. But you had to be respected to bring them people around.
Yeah.
I can't be no thief. I done stole shit from you. I done stole shit from everybody else. And then here I come, my den of thieves. It don't work like that.
My den of thieves.
It don't work like that. Everybody has to be respected. Like, man, this motherfucker, if a motherfucker come around us, you know what I'm saying? and I'm bringing him around, y'all know what kind of nigga I am. This nigga solid, so he ain't nothing but solid cat. Now we did have some bumps in the road, but that's to be expected. That's to be expected. That shit happens. But you know what? We didn't love them no less. We just didn't fuck with them. I can't fuck with you. You on some other shit.
And if you brought a nigga around and he was a wild stallion, he was your responsibility for the night.
Right. That's your responsibility.
You bring it. You want it before you bring him. You get everybody together. You be like, hey, man, I'm bringing my homeboy. He ain't like us, but I got him. He gonna be with me tonight. Ain't no shit gonna be, let niggas know, man.
Let niggas know. Hey, but you know what that come with Troy? Accountability.
Yep.
Every nigga that came from Arkansas, I was accountable for him.
That's what you do.
Yeah, they came with me from Arkansas. So anybody did anything, but I let them niggas know, don't fuck around and don't be doing no bullshit because I'm representing you, and then you represent me.
Yeah, y'all my friends, but these are my friends too.
These are my friends too.
This shit's like putting a fish in a new fish tank. I'm gonna keep you in the bag and let that fucking water acclimate your temperature and ease you out the bag. I'm not gonna just dump nobody in no fucking fish tank and just you gonna shock.
I like that analogy because it's like being a motherfucker. You know, when it comes to fish, the Oscars.
Yeah.
The fish, the Oscars, the motherfuckers eat fish.
Yeah, they eat fish.
You can't throw no fish in there that Oscar gonna eat.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to introduce that fish to the Oscar to let him know. So you got to take a bag within a bag to drop him in there so he know what it is. Like, don't fuck with him. He cool.
Yeah. So I guess it's two things happening. You introducing him and you helping the one that's in the bag live. Because if you just drop him in that water, he gonna be through with in seconds.
Eat him.
No, he's gonna die from the shock of the water. The temperature gotta acclimate.
Oh well, I wasn't going that far. I mean, this is not about.
Oh well,
I'm not. We're not being no.
I mean,
God damn, this nigga talking about temperature of the fucking water. Boy, I tell you.
That's how you keep your fish alive, man. You got to put the bag in there and let the temperature of the bag and the water together before you just drop them in there. You let that shit kind of like let the water ooze into each other and let them out.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jake.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, that shit crazy, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you something too, man, about this other shit. They gotta do something about these motherfucking mass shooters, man. I ain't never been so down and broken hearted by some people I don't know. I ain't
because enough is enough. Like you tired of talking. It's really over with. It's so sickening. And this time he went so far and went to an elementary school, bro. And he 18. He ain't even fresh. He ain't even a middle schooler. He is a grown, funky back ass boy who mad because something ain't happened for him in his stupid ass little life.
But nobody ever, like, nigga, if you 18 and I blame society, man, on the biggest part of that, society. Because, this shit, I know we talk a lot about how back in the day, everything is so much online now. And I love sex. And I'm telling you, ain't no way. If that nigga would get some steady pussy, he'd have done it.
There's something not going right in his life. Like I said, I hope he didn't go through some traumatic experience. Still don't excuse that. But he's mad because his life ain't going right, bro. That's all that is. And he went and shot some kids. If he had a girlfriend, that shit wouldn't have mattered. He wouldn't have did it.
I'll take a page out of your book. Everybody has a fucked up childhood.
Oh, right? Absolutely.
Everybody. At some point, you have seen something you shouldn't have seen. You've heard some things you shouldn't have heard. Your parents have said something that nowadays would be like abuse.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it gets you to where you are.
But every childhood ain't traumatic though, Tim. We can't say that. It's different.
No, you're right. It's different. You're right.
I don't even know his was. I'm not giving this little school shooter no excuses. I don't even know shit about him. I think he's already dead. The store shooter should be dead too. But go ahead with your point, Tim.
Well, I'm gonna switch subject on you, man. Cause we done hopped on this bitch long enough. What you think about the Kevin Samuel shit, man? What you think about that?
He the one that passed away, right?
Yeah.
And the white nurse was doing the CPR on him?
Yeah, she was black.
Oh, she was black? I thought they said it was a white lady.
Mm-mm.
So that was his friend that was there doing CPR on him as he was passing. first and foremost he could have, because niggas don't be living right. And I'm gonna tell you the truth about me before I get into Kevin Samuel. This is actually what I wanted to ask you. I don't want to talk about that motherfucker. We ain't no goddamn gossip rag.
Why you so against him?
Not against him. I don't know. Okay, what you got? What you got? Talk question, but what you got?
Go ahead. We leave it alone. Go ahead. What you got?
So let me ask you this, Sam. When do you think you're gonna die? Realistically, in years wise?
I don't know, Troy.
When you think about it, you never. Are you afraid to think about it, or do you just try to keep that out your head?
No, Troy. I can say I keep it out of my head, but there's something I don't like to talk about.
Have you ever just given a smidget of a thought? Like what a time frame? 90? Do you want to live long?
Yeah.
100? You want to be so old with somebody got to take care of you?
I don't know, Troy. I mean, that's something I don't. No disrespect to my dog. I love you to death, my brother. But I don't like talking about shit like that. I have thoughts about it, but I feel like if you talk about it, something you can speak into existence. And I don't.
Because it's crazy you said that. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like I'm about a 50 burger. I feel like about 50.
No.
I mean, I just feel like about 50.
A 50 burger.
I feel like around 50 or something. It's gonna be a wrap. I don't feel like I'm here for a long, prosperous. Not even that that's prosperous. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm getting old, and I love elders. I love children, and I love my elders, and I respect them. I do everything for my elderly people. But I don't want to get old where it's like old. I don't think I want that.
So okay, I'll give you this. My family, they kick for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people in my family, they go 102.
Whoa.
101. Yeah. No, my family kicked for a long time, man. Now we had some go, my grandmother, she died. I think she was like 70, but her mother, 92. My grandmother was 98. Other than that, aunties and stuff, they go like 102, 103. Yeah. So no, I think I just got shit to do.
Yeah, I don't know, Tim. I think my mom.
You say 50, dog. You about to be 50.
It just don't. It just feel like that. I have a lot of thoughts and shit, and a lot of people always want to be happy. I'm really kind of like a borderline sad person. Like I'm a borderline always sad person, and I kind of think about the worst shit all the time, not on purpose, but I guess when people try to make themselves have happy thoughts, I want to prepare or think about it so it ain't so much of a shock. Because I've gone through a couple traumatic experiences, and it didn't affect me the way it should have affected a person. And I don't know what that's all about. But all I could think of, it came from rehearsing for it.
Well, don't go ahead.
But I just feel like I'm not saying it for that. I'm saying it because I think that that's really what's going to happen. Like my mom, I think she passed that. It was 56, I think, something like that. And I'm not equating it with that either. But I just feel like that, though. That's what I feel like it's going to be.
Nah, bro. I mean, I hate you think like that, man. I mean, it's a whole lot of things, what I'm saying, that you ain't done yet. You got to look at it like that. Look at it like it ain't a whole lot of things you done yet, Here I am 40, I'm 40, and I'm just not getting the motherfucking wisdom tooth took out, right?
Ain't that what we supposed to feel like, though? Don't we always supposed to feel like it's a lot of shit until a certain point, then you feel like...
No, I don't think so, Troy. I don't think you ever supposed to feel like that. I mean, sometimes you just feel, I mean, I know you've done a lot. I've done a lot. It ain't over, dog. Just when you think you want the sweet release of death, it ain't for you. It's some more shit you gotta see, dog.
I don't think it's that, the sweet release. I mean, it's just a realistic thought.
It's not realistic,
I think we're programmed. I think we're afraid to think, like you just said, you don't even like to think about that shit. But we see it all around us every day. Hold on, Tim.
I mean, we do. Yeah, nowadays we do. Because like I say, you got motherfuckers that live at 86 years old and get shot at the grocery store. You going, you know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. I never agree with none of this shit, man. That shit is fucked up. And I feel bad for everybody, but I really feel bad for those cats that live to be 85, 86, and then you just in the grocery store and the motherfucker coming in and shoot you. And like, that's crazy. I think the best thing that most motherfuckers, when they get to that age, they just want to just go to sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just want to go to sleep.
I mean, we tell our kids, right? We were talking about this earlier. We tell our kids that they need to focus on school more and be more serious at a young age because they don't have that much time. They think they got more time than they have in there. What really fucks a lot of people up at an early age is that thinking they have a lot of time. And I'm not saying that that's fucking people up. But when you think you have more time than you really do have, I think it makes people lazy. I think people factor in when you have a longer break. You factor in more shit to do. You factor in more lazy time.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be lazy, man.
People like to think that they're responsible, and kids want to be like, "Mom, Dad, I'm so responsible. Just trust me." But you know the whole time that the more time you give a person,
you can't say that. You can't say that, Troy.
Man.
Say that, Troy. You can't say that, Troy, because you have people that'll sit there and say the same thing. You got some people that'll be like, "Hey, Dad, I see you this evening," or "Hey, Mom," or "Hey, baby, I see you this evening," and they don't come back. My thing is, I think about death all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
You don't like verbalize it though.
Verbalize it. I think about it all the time.
Are you a speaking into existence person? Not like Jesus Christ in the church type shit, but I mean, do you feel like when you're saying it, it's going to manifest some kind of way more strongly?
I'm not gonna say that, but I just don't like talking about it, man. Because I mean, it can come at any time, and it comes so abruptly that you don't know. Yeah, so I think that's the knock on me when it comes to a lot of people, because I do things so much. And I have been known to say this, like, "Hey, man, ain't no tomorrow." I say that. Ain't no tomorrow, man. Fuck it. If you gonna do it, nigga, do it. Go ahead. Yeah. Well, I do it tomorrow. You don't know. Go ahead, do it now. You don't be like, "Well, I fuck with that bitch next time I see it." You don't know. And not saying you gonna die that bitch, man. You don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm like talking about that shit because dying is it. And nobody knows how to fucking fix it, right? Nobody knows how to fix it.
And
ain't
it's
no
scary.
Coming back. And it's scary because nobody knows what's after that.
And you know what it prevents you from doing? It prevents people from being prepared. It prevents people from doing the most important thing, because I kind of jokingly did it, integrated it a little bit back. But my kids, man, I talk about dying all the time. Like I talk about death with them. We talk about shit in a different way. When it's a funeral, I talk about the person in its actuality. They got embalmed, they got split open, moved the wop, and I tell them what happened. So I'm not going to say they're not going to flip out when I die. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, or their mama, or whoever the case is. But I think they look at death a little differently, man. And I think it's important because as humans, we look at shit so over the top. And I know it is over the top. But then sometimes people don't bounce back. Sometimes people don't come back. And then all this sympathy we have for that person turns into, oh my God, when is this person going to get their shit together? Then we turn on people. We turn on people when the shit starts getting too much for us. We want to motivate and empower until it's like, oh my God, is this person still doing that shit?
Well, I'm going to tell you something short. I was born in death. My mama deal in death. My mama was a mortician.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what death is. And I have a fascination with death. So I don't like talking about it because I know what it is. I've seen people take their last breath. And my mama, she did it. And my grandmother would take me to the funeral homes all the time. So I don't like talking about death, dog.
Okay, I got you.
I want everybody to live forever. I know some is possible, some it's not, but I know what death is. And I don't like seeing anybody around me die, even though I know one point in time it's going to happen. I don't want it to happen. I think about a lot of that shit, I think about the way I live sometimes. That's why I don't take, and the shit that I do, even with this shit, like taking mama telling me, do this, do that, take this. I said, Mama, I can't. Because I read. I said, Mama, I drink. I'm not trying to be one of them kind of cats to be like, oh, I just talked to Tim the other day and he just did. No, man, I don't want to do that. But man, death it's inevitable. I understand that. You have to go back where you came from. My thought process is don't rush it. I think I rushed it at one point in my life by being reckless, talking crazy to niggas I don't know and doing shit like that. You can't do that. You're rushing it, driving drunk. All that shit. No. You're fucking with bitches. That shit can rush your death up. That bitch might kill you and then kill herself. I live for my children. I don't want nothing ever. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be as strong as they can be because you asked me that, Troy. I know it could happen, but I just don't see it. I don't see it. I know every chance I take going up down the highway, middle of the night, going to see my kid. I know we talk about this shit walking in and out the house, but I don't fuck with niggas like that for a motherfucker be like, I'm gonna rob this nigga, kill it. I don't do that. because I know what death is. I've seen way too many dead bodies. Man, I'm tell you something. I done seen more dead bodies than motherfuckers I know.
Damn.
I have. My great grandmother would take me, but she was just in that shit, and like my mom was in that shit. Like we would go to the not nursing home, but the funeral home, and just look at dead body. Who in there? Who in there? And we would go there and see people I never seen, dog. And it fucks with me when I see people, in a casket. It fucks with me. That shit ain't. Some people can look at that shit and be like, "Oh, that's just part of life." It ain't part of life to me, dog.
No, it's terrible. This is crazy.
It ain't part of life to me. I cannot do it.
Because it's so final, bro. Like, it's the most final thing you ever know in your life.
It's the most final thing. Like, I was at work, and I be watching, little videos pass time by, and they were talking about the top 20 people that people said is dead, and they think they still alive. I'm like, them people gone, dog. They really gone. You just won't let it go. The hardest thing for me to do was look at my grandma, and then I seen her. I seen my great grandmother. Other people, it bothered me, but the people are clearly gone. So I have a good sense of knowing that they're gone, but they're still here. I love them, so they're always gonna be, with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when it come down to shit like you got Doty, Doty Pad.
Recently?
Yeah, Doty Pad, Big Doty.
Mm-mm.
Maurice.
Yeah, I ain't. Lord have mercy, no.
Maurice Doty. He did been about damn near 6 maybe a year. Yeah. Doty Pass. You got D-Town, Dallas. Dallas gone. You got people that's gone around me. It breaks my heart. But man, life is life. But you don't want to see nobody go. Even though I ain't talked to Doty every day, but every time I seen Doty, he was cool. Then you got cats I know around Ruston. Cat just died. And I done seen that nigga a million times. Died in a car wreck. Running from the police, which was crazy. Yeah. Hit a tree. Died. I got cat. My nigga right now, we going to Houston for. He ain't go. Nigga on his last leg. I'm not saying I'm waiting on the call, but it's coming.
Yeah.
So no, I don't like talking about death, dog. I don't like talking about death. Death. I live. That's why I do the shit that I do. I'm not afraid of getting in trouble with women and all that shit because, dude, look, nigga, it's going to come a day to where I'm going to look around and be, this nigga gone.
Yep.
This nigga gone. Like, I've been knowing this nigga all my life. He gone. I don't know why you brought that shit up, but nigga, I don't like talking about that shit, man. Death is something I don't like to do. I don't like talking about that, man. I don't like talking about that because I feel like it's always so much more. You could have did anything, but I know sometimes circumstances happen and you get sick or all that shit. You lost your mom, dog.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to go through it. I know it's a fact of life, but fuck, man. And you ask me about me, man. And sometimes, you would think death is easy. Some people think you can kill yourself and start over. Can't. That's it.
Yeah, that's very final.
That's it. When people, what I'm saying, a la Boogie. Boogie might have thought it's a reset button.
That's what I
don't
thought
know.
too.
And he thought I can just reset and start over again. But you're not here with us. Yeah. You're not here with us. You know what I'm saying? You might restart somewhere else, but you're not with us. Nigga, I want to get drunk with you. I want to fuck with you.
That concludes this episode of the Wormhole. Join us next time to see what shit goes in the hole and comes out the other side gold.